Al Boyer, DMI 6. In about 20 minutes, we'll present back here 1,089 cadets from the class of 2020 with their branch in the United States Army. As 88% of this class received their first choice under the market model branching model, this class should be pretty happy. More importantly, this night marks the beginning of their career in the United States Army and the profession of arms. Beat Navy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lieutenant General Darrell A. Williams, the 60th Superintendent of the United States Military Academy. Command Sergeant Major Jack Love, the 20th Command Sergeant Major of the United States Military Academy. Branch Commandants, distinguished guests, staff, and faculty, and the class of 1970. On behalf of Brigadier General Curtis Buzzard, the Commandant of the United States Corps of Cadets, welcome to Branch Night. I am Cadet Joshua Phillips, President of the Class of 2020. Before the official party enters, please allow me to introduce the members of our official party. Brigadier General Curtis Buzzard, Commandant of the United States Corps of Cadets. Master Sergeant Eric Salo, Command Sergeant Major of the United States Corps of Cadets. Colonel Alan Boyer, Director of the Department of Military Instruction. Colonel Kyle Marsh, Brigade Tactical Officer. Mr. John Connors, our class of 1970 guest speaker. Mr. Todd Brown, President and CEO of the West Point Association of Graduates. And the USCC Chaplain, Lieutenant Colonel Donald Carruthers. Please rise for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the playing of honors, the national anthem, and the invocation by Chaplain Carruthers.
One wears a cross on his uniform every day. Let me ask you to bow your heart and allow me to voice a prayer for us on this occasion. Almighty God, in a few months, these cadets will be second lieutenants. They will join the 1% of Americans who actually put on a military uniform, raise their right hand, and render service to this great nation. In minutes from now, they will receive the news that will define to a large extent how that service will play out. With that in mind, oh God, I ask that you grant them peace with the Army's decision, which is always difficult, as to their branch selection. Help those who didn't get their desired branch, as they will soon learn that sometimes the best things in life are those things we don't ask for. Guide the cadets in this process. We ask your blessings on our soldiers who are deployed in harm's way, their families who await their safe return, and those in this room who live with the aftermath of having served in harm's way. God bless America. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Carruthers. Please take your seats. Welcome, everyone, to this special night, a night that we waited 40 months to get to. Tonight we celebrate a milestone in our time here as cadets as we open our envelopes and don our insignias to set the course for our next chapter. While tonight is a bittersweet event, it is a reminder that come May 23rd, 2020, we will throw our covers into the air and all of this will be behind us. From the moment that we reported to the cadet in the red sash to this very night, we have achieved the highest standard of excellence, just as the class of 1970 did 50 years ago, and just as members of this institution have for the past 2 centuries. Whether you become a helicopter pilot or an engineer officer, our class will continue to be bonded together by our commitment to our country and the American way of life. On behalf of our class, I would like to extend a thank you to the class of 1970 for their generous donation of the branch cards and our first branch insignias. Gentlemen, thank you for your faith in our class. It is truly an honor to share this experience with you tonight. Additionally, we would like to thank the West Point Association of Graduates for their dedication in making this important event happen tonight. Our guest speaker for tonight is Mr. John Connors, West Point class of 1970. Mr. Connors graduated near the top of his class, captain of the Army lacrosse team, as well as the first captain. He branched armor and served as a platoon leader in 3A Cav and commanded in the 568th Armor Battalion. He also served as an aide-de-camp for the commanding general of the military in the District of Washington. Mr. Connors is both Ranger and Airborne qualified and currently serves as the executive director and head of corporate secretarial and governance for UBS, a global firm which provides financial services in over 50 countries. His 25-year track record with a unique blend of being a senior operating executive and legal experience in financial service companies, banks, and law firms shows that he is a proven leader and determined problem solver. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. John Connors, class of 1970.
I used to be as tall as the first captain now, but this is what happens to you after 50 years. Josh, thank you for the wonderful introduction. I would just note one thing that doesn't get into my bio is that I was a rock when I was at West Point. So to all you non-swimmers in the class, my sympathies. I didn't learn anything about leadership in special swimming, but it helped me get through the Florida phase of Ranger School. I'm going to take one moment to recognize and thank my classmates who've joined us this evening here to support the class of 2020. And to Terry Young, our class secretary, who's been instrumental in organizing all of our 50-year affiliation events with the class. Great job, guys. Thank you. So greetings, class of 2020. I'm honored to stand before you at the beginning of your journey into professional life. I hope you're proud of your accomplishments in reaching this milestone. And on behalf of the class of 70 and my many classmates who are here this evening, we offer our hearty congratulations. Thank you. As I sat down to prepare my remarks, which you'll be happy to know are brief, I thought, what can I say to you on this evening that I hold and value from my experience as a cadet and in the 50 years since then? What can I say that will be of value to you and your future? This is the beginning of your professional life. Everything you've done up until now and everything you've experienced has been practice, really for practice what you're going to do with the rest of your career. The focus was on you and your performance, and as you begin your professional lives, what you do will be real and the focus will be on your mission. This came home to me as a young lieutenant, and I learned it rather abruptly. I'd been transferred from my platoon in the Divisional Cavalry Squadron to take command of a company in the neighboring tank company. And I reported to the battalion commander. He proceeded to tell me in great detail how screwed up the company I was taking over was. And then at the end of his conversation with me, he looked me in the eye and he said, "You have 4 months to turn this thing around. Otherwise, you'll end up like the prior commander, relieved." So I walked out and said, "Welcome to the real world," to myself. I was no longer being trained to lead. I had a real world leadership challenge with real world consequences. This early event forced me to focus on the lessons and the skills that I had gained at West Point. Lessons and skills that prepared me to face this assignment and other leadership challenges in my professional life, as an Army officer, as a lawyer, and as a business executive. What are some of those lessons and skills? First, attention to detail. To successfully meet any leadership challenge, you must understand every critical component so you can craft a plan to meet that challenge. We all arrived at West Point from different places and different backgrounds, but we all had kind of a studied indifference. Remember how in high school it wasn't cool to focus on details. Don't sweat the small stuff was kind of our mantra when we arrived. Well, that first summer at West Point, most of us ditched that attitude, some with more difficulty than others. And as cadets, we all learned the value of details and how to attend to them. Whether it was simply showing up for formation on time or making sure you had all of your equipment for field training exercise, I took this lesson with me, attention to detail, with me from West Point, and it has served me well in my life and in my career. The second point I'd make to you is empathy. Have empathy for those you lead. I consider empathy not as sympathy, but as understanding. Understanding the feelings and the ideas of those you are leading. Empathy will affect your decisions in a positive way. Put yourself in the shoes of others. Understand how your decisions will affect them. You must consider and understand the impact of your decisions on classmates, other cadets, soldiers, your colleagues at work. Empathy for those you lead will make you a more effective leader. An example comes from the same commander who expressed his willingness to sack me after 4 months. As I took command of the company, I understood that the best way to cement my tenure as a commander of a tank company in Germany was to have the company perform well during the annual tank gunnery qualifications. We developed a rigorous training program for our crews. They fired on ranges 24 hours for several days at a time. And our company had been firing on the range around the clock when my first sergeant came to me and said, "Sir, we will have to assign several soldiers every day to battalion work details." This meant a number of soldiers who had spent several days continuously training on the ranges would have to return to the rear area for work details. I immediately expressed my displeasure to the battalion commander, and surprisingly, he agreed with me. He understood that concern for our soldiers was vital to the success of our training and the company's overall mission. His empathy for the plight of the soldiers resulted in success for our troops and for our company. And the final point I'd make to you is something that's embodied in our class motto, integrity. To be an effective leader, you must have integrity. When you stand in front of your first platoon or section or team, look in their eyes. They expect you, their leader, to be honest and explain your mission, their mission, and the challenges facing them and you. Don't give them a self-serving narrative. They'll see through it. They know when you're telling them the real story. This isn't unique to young Army officers. Such situations will follow you throughout your career, whether you are standing in front of a battalion of soldiers, a judge, or a board of directors. These 3 leadership lessons that I learned at West Point and as a young Army officer have proved invaluable in my life and in my career. These lessons are embodied in your class motto, "With vision we lead." From your time at West Point, take with you this vision, these lessons. They'll make you a better leader in any branch you serve in. Congratulations and good luck, and go Army.
Sir, on behalf of the class of 2020, we want to thank you for your service, both in and out of uniform, and your inspiring words tonight. And we want to present you with an Army lacrosse jersey with the number that you wore here, sir, signed by all Army lacrosse team captains. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 78th Commandant of the Corps of Cadets, Brigadier General Curtis A. Buzzard.
All right, how we all doing out there? It is like electric out here right now, this energy, awesome. Hey, okay, I'll be quick here also. On behalf of our superintendent, Lieutenant General Williams, who unfortunately is delayed en route back from TDY in DC, good evening and welcome everyone to branch night. Special welcome again to the class of 1970, also to our Army's branch commandants or their designated representatives, other distinguished guests, and most importantly, the class of 2020. Okay, this is definitely a big night and a key waypoint on your journey to commissioning as an officer. I'll keep my remarks short, but do want to provide a couple highlights from the branching process this year. This is our Army's first time using the talent-based market model. So you had input, but the branches did also. And the outcome is better than we could have expected, which really reinforces our Army's efforts with respect to talent management. And here's a few metrics. 88% of the cadets sitting out here received their first choice. That's an 11% increase from last year. 96% got one of your top 3, and 97% one of your top 5. And the good news, many of you are happy to know, is no cadets received their last branch choice. That's right, Al, right? We're sure on that? Okay. Bottom line, tremendous outcome for you all in our Army. Huge thanks to Colonel Al Boyer, DMI 6, who oversaw the board process, and Major Jared Sunsdall, who is our lead action officer. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay, finally, once you receive your branch tonight, I highly encourage you to fully leverage our branch mentorship program over the rest of the year. We are committed to your success, and your first day as a platoon leader will come sooner than you think, and you'll be leading America's national treasure, their sons and daughters. Congrats on a big night. Celebrate, but do so responsibly. Welcome to the Profession of Arms. Without further ado, Colonel Al Boyer.
All right. No speech. Just let's get down to business. All right. Couple of comments, and we'll get this handed out. Hey, shortly. No. Shortly, listen up to me. Shortly, we're going to pass out the envelope with your branch insignia inside. Do not open your envelope until I tell you to do so. All right. Hey, mentors, if you wish to move over to your cadet, feel free to do so when we begin handing out the envelopes. All right, there's going to be a lot of excitement after this. So a couple of quick administrative notes. No blood pinning. We'll be going down to the I-Call after this for reception. Please come down and drink our free drinks and food down there after this. Hey, make sure you visit your branch table tonight and check in and welcome yourself to your new branch and attend your branch briefing tomorrow. Okay, tags, hand out the envelopes. Yeah, I got it. All right, I got it. All right, hey, listen up. Listen up. Hey, after we open this and you pin your branch, remain in your seats for the playing the Army song. All right, hey, class of 2020, hold up your envelopes. Let me see them. Make sure everyone's got one. Hold them up. Hold them up to make sure we're ready to do this. "2020, don your branch insignia." Class of 2020. Hey, we're gonna keep this going, but we're gonna play the Army song real quick so we can go have a beer. Hey, 2020, congratulations! Welcome to the Profession of Arms.
Joshua Phillips, Joshua Phillips. I am, yes, ma'am. I got armor. Oh, it is. It is. It's so special. I mean, this night was 3.5 years in the making, and it means a lot that it's finally here, and it's just one more step to graduation. It's very sobering. We're going to get a chance to do some amazing things out in the Army, lead America's sons and daughters, and I'm super excited for it. I think I'm really looking forward to post night right now to try and figure out where on the map I'm going to be going, but then definitely graduation after that.
Thank you so much. Can you just go talking for this?
We need to. I want to say hi, Mom. Hi. Hi. I got air defense. EOD. Yes, first choice. First choice.
I'm so happy. Look at that.
All the hard work we put in has finally paid off, so we got what we wanted and we're ecstatic.
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming. We've waited for this moment for 40 months now, so to see it all come together and get what we worked for, there's no words.
What do you see for yourself moving forward into your career based on the fact that you got what you wanted? Have you been thinking about that?
I think it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to do what I want for however long that is. I don't know, but I'm going to have fun with my friends and be a good officer. We'll see.
I think it kind of puts together the fact that now that we know what we want, we can kind of focus our training geared towards, more specifically, now that we know our job, what we can do with it and where we can go from here.
Do you feel that your education has prepared you to move forward in your careers?
Absolutely. This education here is unbeatable. It's unmatchable. And many of us come from many different places. So to start at one place and for all of us to come together now, the education here, it's been a crazy ride.
Is there anyone you want to say hi to?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Jake, Elena, Danielle, all of you. I love you.
Mom, Dad, David, Emily, all my family, we love y'all. Thank you for the support.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
What branch did you receive tonight?
Armor.
Is that what you wanted?
Absolutely. That's what I've wanted for the last several years.
Congratulations. That's so exciting. So what does this night mean to you, especially now that you got what you wanted and you can finally move forward in your career?
To me, it's the beginning of actually being an Army officer. For the last 4 years, it's been doing cadet things. Now it's actually, okay, this is my actual Army branch. This is what I'm going to do for at least the next 5 years after I graduate.
What are you looking forward to the most in your future career?
Being with soldiers and actually being able to have an influence in the lives of those that I'll lead.
Great.
You want to say hi to?
Hey, Mom, family, everybody else. Couldn't have done this without you.
It's very Which branch did you receive tonight?
Air Defense Artillery.
Is that what you wanted?
First choice, yes, ma'am.
Congratulations. I know that means a lot to you given that your family is from that background. So what does this night mean to you?
Just being able to see what I'm about to do with my career and just like having that definition happen and just being able to join a family that I've been so looking forward to join and be a part of.
This night is kind of an accumulation of all your hard work. What do you feel about going forward into your career?
I think just there's so many lessons that you learn through here, and I just think like the biggest lessons and the biggest takeaway I've learned through here is just like the people I've met and how grateful I've the friends I've made and the relationships I've made, just being able to carry those forward and know I can have that source to reach out to in my career is just awesome.
Is there anyone you'd like to say hello to tonight?
Hi, Mom, and hi, Brad. Yay, ADA. Can't spell badass without ADA.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.